Power 106, Brown Bag Mornings, Buenos
Yeah.
Dias, good morning. It's so
morning.
tight to actually have Snow the Product in here. I feel like you've been a prima of the pod since we started the actual podcast, Brown
Yes.
Bag.
Yeah. Yep.
And now it's cool to have you on here on Power 106 as we're the morning show. Super tight.
Yes, thank you guys.
Happy
You
to have
guys
you.
and congratulations. You
Thank
guys are
you.
doing fucking. You guys are doing amazing. Sorry
Thank
for
you.
the cursing.
It's
Sorry.
okay. That's how
Thank
we
you.
started. That's how it's going to go.
It's
That's
all
how it
good.
goes.
Okay.
Body
No,
mouth,
we were
sorry.
talking about your life and your day last night and your day this morning. Like, what is life like for you these days, especially with the 24-hour challenges that you're doing? I feel like I have a 75 hard challenge. You're like, you know what? Let me just challenge myself on
Yeah.
like as an artist is what you're doing with these challenges. Talk to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Which answer? The
24-hour
freaking-
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the everyday or the.
Yeah.
Well, both of them I'll answer. My everyday is as an independent artist, I can literally do whatever I want. As you know, obviously I have certain things that I have to do, but other than that, I'm trying to not go by industry standards
Right.
because I obviously have been here for a long time, and if the industry don't necessarily want me to go by their standards, then I'll just do my own thing, you know. And I feel like the 24-hour challenges, I had started them a few years ago, and then when I did the Visa Rap, I feel like my career took off, and then everybody started putting fear in me, like, well, you don't want to do that anymore. Like now you want to do rollouts and like singles and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, like I wish I would have like had the balls to like keep going because I think I was onto something. So now this is my version of like just trying to bring it back and being like, look, like this time I just don't want to be scared. A lot of industry people are like, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way, and I'm like, bro, I'm on my ranch. I own the cameras. I own the studio. I can make a 24-hour challenge happen pretty easily without sacrificing quality.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it took me so long to get here. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not like I started doing this like right at the beginning. Like I
Right.
feel like at this point I know my craft. I think I'm talented. I think, you know, my brother, my team, we all really could pull it together. So I'm like, let's just keep going and the fans love it, you know? To me,
Yeah.
I'd rather have 250,000 people that are constantly watching my stuff than have, you know, like a label
Right.
putting $1 million
Right.
behind me. What do the numbers on the back end
Have
look
to
like?
feel like
Right.
you're forcing people on you with that.
Yeah.
Versus like they're already there to support you, and you make it look easy because of all those times it wasn't easy. You know,
Yeah.
like my best friend Angie, she's a graphic designer, and she could pop up a graphic like really quick, and so people be like, if it's that easy, it should be costing this much. It's like, no, it's this easy because of all the work that I put in for these past 10 plus years to learn it, to be able to see something, the vision and all of that. Similar to you, like it's easy now because of all the stuff and experience that you've had. So don't sell yourself short on that either.
Thank
Like
you.
that's a feat.
Thank you.
Facts.
I'm gonna hit her up for some graphics for the artwork
She's
for the 24
flying
hours.
me
Yeah.
too.
Cause I'm like, I need
Bro.
some quick I'm not gonna lie, that's the one place where I'm like, when I'm making artwork, I'm like, ooh, like fonts and like all that. Like I'll make it, but I'm like, damn. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
straight go on Canva with it, and then I'm like, this looks horrendous. Yeah, I try my best though.
No, I
did
love
this.
that you're anti-industry because it's like might as well like if you're already in that lane of like okay I'm anti-industry, like just go with it, you know, instead of like kind of tiptoeing. I love that you're just taking control, like you said, like you're a unique artist. There's only one Snow. You know, you
Right.
have a podcast that you do every day, right? You
No,
guys-
Tuesday. It's on my Everyday Days channel,
Yeah.
but Tuesdays. That's
Yeah, but it's like you guys do that a lot. Like you said, you have your own setup. Like no one else can do what you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, and so it's like with that, it's like might as well do these innovative things that you're gonna start to see a lot of people are gonna copy you.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
yeah, it's fun. It's like I think at this point I'm no longer I'm not in a place of like need or like I'm not like
Exactly.
eager to like go get anybody's acceptance. Like I think
Right.
I have a good life, you know, my work
Yeah.
life balance is amazing. I love my life, you know. So
Yeah.
I think at this point it's like really have fun with it, have fun with the fans, and I tell people like I'm rapping like it's my last year rapping. You know, I mean I don't know,
Love
like
that.
after that, like maybe I'll keep going or whatever, but at the same time like whatever, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like it's very much like attract and align with whatever's there. And I'm a little anti the way industry does things, but there's a lot of people that are very high up in the industry that when I meet them, they're super cool, and I'm like, dude, if you want to add to this, like I'm very eat what you kill with me. So it's like, bro, if you bring me an opportunity, bro, I'm gonna break bread with you, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I'm doing this like if I had a small mom and pop panaderia, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's all about like just how can we build, but I'm not
Right.
like
You're not anti collaboration. You're not
Yeah.
anti industry. It's just like, look, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna rely on you guys. either.
yeah, I don't want you to break
Yeah.
my heart no more. Like this industry has hurt me in ways that like women could never, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And like I feel like at this point, I just don't want to go through it anymore. I just want to feel like I'm it's on my own terms, you know.
Yeah.
I'm single right now. Like in the industry, I'm like, I'm not in any relationships.
Right.
I think it's beautiful to see because honestly, like I followed your path and I've been to some of your shows, and just seeing like your fan base and what you've built, it's really beautiful to see because they ride with you no matter what.
Thank you.
And having that, it allows you to do whatever you want and like, you know, let these shows as your lives and you're just having fun.
You just Latina mommed me.
Why?
And I feel a little bit triggered because when
Why?
you're like, I'm rapping like this is my last year left rapping. That's like when a Latina mom's like, y cuando me muera, ¿qué? Who's
What?
gonna be
Oh
there for
my
me?"
gosh,
That's
yeah, my mom-
that's
my
what you
mom too.
just did to me,
No.
Snow. And I'm like, hold on, she's leaving after
no.
this year. Don't
You
leave.
did it without
I'm leaving.
noticing
I
you did
promise.
it.
I'll get along with my sister.
Well, I'm dead. No, for me, it's just because if I do that, then it means that I don't care and that everything about this is just what I'm gonna leave. What I'm gonna leave as like my mark. You feel
Yeah.
me? So then
Yeah.
it just is more like nobody can really tell me anything. And whereas for a long time I was scared, bro. I think now I can finally admit that like I feel like the whole time that I was at a label or that I did whatever or that I had different managers, I think I was just scared. Like so
Right.
anything they would tell me, they'd be like, "Oh, are you sure you're gonna mess up?" And I'm like, that trauma that I had from like growing up with a mom that would say stuff like that made me so scared that I would just like not know what to do and I would end up just not doing anything.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like, dude, whatever.
There's
like
this sense of urgency
Yeah.
too. Like I'm gonna get
Sense
it
of
out
urgency.
now. Like it's also I think with being an independent person, the deadlines can move. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but it's like understanding I gotta put these deadlines on myself.
Yep.
That and hold myself accountable. You
Mhm.
know. That help you kind of give the world what you're giving them. Because not only do you have time to make the music, you're making the music videos, you're on TikTok Live, you have the merch brand, you're a mom. Like, all of this is happening,
it.
and I'm sure a bunch of other shit. We've seen what you did on the acting tip. We've seen what you're able to do in just your career-wise. It feels like there's nothing
Yeah.
that's stopping you at this point.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. And you guys always have such nice things to say about
And
me.
also, you know what's crazy?
I love y'all.
Like to me, it's like seeing like your collaborations and like seeing how spread out you are and how tapped in you are musically. Like I saw you have like a song with like Pablo Chill E, and it's like
Yeah.
not a lot of people are tapped into like that side of like, you know, music, and it's really dope to see.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point it's like independent, but still like global. Because at the end of the day, let's admit it. Like as a bilingual Mexican American,
Yeah.
very Mexican woman, like I feel
Yeah.
like I can go to Argentina and record with somebody. I can go to Mexico and record with somebody. I could be here
Oh, yeah.
and do
Right.
the Anglo thing. Like why not? Why not fucking
Yeah.
go around? You know, the whole
tours
world.
that you
Yeah.
go on are like usually
Yeah.
worldwide, right?
Yeah,
Like,
everywhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got.
Hold on.
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah, go,
collaborations,
go.
Yeah.
speaking of collaborations, we got
Hey.
Javaya here.
Hi,
What's
good
up? Hey,
morning.
guys.
Morning.
Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
for
show.
Good morning.
We out here. But yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like with the 24-hour challenges, like I said, like when I was doing them before, it was just like people were just making me feel like it was so wrong to do them. And then now that I'm on this new tip of like, no, it's not wrong. I'm going to do them. And I probably will get to a point where I could collaborate with people. And
Yeah.
the fact she was the first one that was just like, hell yeah, I'm down. And that she made it so easy.
Right.
I love that because I think now we can at least talk about the fact that in this industry, bro, if you are like as a woman, automatically people are going to think you're difficult. Automatically people are going to, whenever you say no or you don't like
Right.
something, they're immediately going to be like, she's difficult. I don't know about Snow. Trust me, I've
Yeah.
heard the stories about myself. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So you get two women working on a song that get it done in 24 hours, from video to photo shoot to approved pictures to graphics to the song to the mix to everything. Where's the difficulty? Is it really
Yeah.
that hard, or is it
Or
just
am I efficient and you're not? And so because I'm so efficient and assertive, then that equals this certain way.
yeah, like it's not, we ain't not difficult, dude. We just know what we like, and if you're not it, then sorry, but it's the same thing that if a man's not pleasing a woman and she, he's gonna blame it
Yeah.
on her, and it's like that's your fault.
Yeah. What are you doing
Right?
that got us here?
Like
Or
you're
I'm
hard to
doing
please,
that
like,
got us
or you
here?
can't do it. Like sorry for you.
What was it like working with Snow and getting all this done in 24 hours?
It was amazing. Snow has been very just open-hearted to me and has really been an inspiration to me. I don't know if you guys talked about like how we met or
No,
Not yet. We were waiting for you.
Oh yeah,
Shorty.
so basically, our fans like kept tagging like us in each other's posts, just
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, you guys look alike. You guys look alike."
Yeah.
So then, eventually, like we just started following each other,
Yeah.
and then eventually she was like, "Oh, you want to come on my podcast?" And I was like,
Ah.
"Yeah, I'm down. Like, let's go." It was about time that we met, and then from there we just like hit it off. I feel like, like we've dealt with a lot of the same things,
Right.
and here we are, like independent, just doing our thing and just really trying to like share ourselves with the world and inspire people. So I feel like us just making a song together, like it came so natural. And like I said, like, you know, she's really like showing me the ropes. Like she's showing me something new, because when I was signed to a label, I never got the opportunity to put out, let alone a song in 24 hours, but like music, even like I would put out like one song a year. Like that's how crazy
There's
it was.
a lot
like,
of permission to ask for.
Yeah,
like a lot of documentation.
Yeah, like I was being
let me
held.
just drop this.
Yeah, I was being held back. So like her showing me like, hey, like, you know, because she started the 24-hour challenge. You know what I mean? So like her showing me that we could put out a song in 24 hours. We could shoot the music video, do all this stuff. It's like it's really eye opening, and it just kind of makes you realize that everything else like in this industry, like, it's so fake. Like all these restrictions and all these like boxes they try to put you in, like it's just fake. Like it's not real.
Totally. And I feel like it could have gone either way. Like you guys could have hated each other for
looking
alike, right? That's like such a thing.
Or been like, I don't look like her. Like, have you ever
it could
been
be
to
a thing.
but have you ever been tagging someone like, this person looks like you? You're like, wait, where? How?
No, there's
No, with
Dudes
me,
that
I think
keep
she looks
tagging
like me
themselves.
with the filter on, and
Oh
I'm
my
like without the
God.
filter.
You're so
Like when the
bad.
filter
Yeah.
slips, that's me. But no, no, what happens to me a lot though is when people go, oh, like she reminds me of Snow the Product, and I'll go hear somebody, and they're like they're rapping fast, but they're just like mumbling their words, and I'm like, that's not how you know what I mean?
like better, you guys.
They're like, blah, 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 and I'm like, what? I'm like, that's crazy. But looks, I'm like, no. I actually feel bad when people tag people, because then they be like, they've been like, what? Hell no, I don't look like her. And I'd be like, damn, bro. Like, so I was glad that she was gracious.
Yeah.
I was glad that she was like,
listen,
she was friendly.
Listen, no, I've been told the same thing, like, oh, you look like this person, da 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 da. And then I'm just like, I don't see it. You know what I mean? But with her, I was like, I do see it. Like,
I'm dead. I'm gonna get skinny, and then y'all will see it too.
Oh,
No,
my
I'm just joking.
It's a cool comparison. It's not like, have you guys seen Love is Blind? Where there was a girl in there that said she looked like
oh
Megan
yeah,
Fox?
I seen that.
Oh my god.
Hey,
yeah.
no, to be honest, I think she does though. People are
I
capping.
can
People are
see
capping.
how she
yeah.
looks like
People are
Megan
playing with her
Fox.
too much. She
And
does
even
like
when
her.
she said it's like, it's because I have blue eyes and dark hair.
Yeah.
But like, you
The
tell a
internet
guy
took it.
that,
Yes.
and the guy thinks of Megan Fox on a motorcycle from freaking Transformers.
Literally. And
Yeah.
then he didn't choose the other girl that was a little hotter, but whatever. You know,
Stop.
we're getting digressed.
Oh
we're
my
digressing.
gosh.
Because it's
Okay.
about the inside too. And see?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's about the outside a little bit. Sorry. I mean, come on. No, a little
of
bit. Like,
course, yeah,
you gotta like
yeah.
what you see.
You gotta
Damn.
like what you see every morning.
You know, it's
Dude.
wild, Snow,
Yeah.
too, beside, like, and I want to mention the podcast, because when I think of your podcast, and I know, like, the story of your life is people saying, like, how underrated you are, but I think the podcast is underrated because it's up there. There's podcasts, like, we come from a podcast background. We have La Platica, who's big in the Latino scene as well. And then there's your podcast, and you have people on there like Pepe Aguilar, like you have freaking Chiquis on there. People that were like, hey, can you please? And then they want to go talk to you, right? And it's like, do you see yourself as a podcaster? Because you're also an artist, but it's like, do you see yourself as that's what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Would you
no,
rank yourselves on there? You
No,
know,
Quiet
like,
as Kept is okay. When I first started in music, because I was married when I first started like in music or whatever. So I always loved the idea of like, you know, just having a home and like being like, you know, and then I had a kid. So I always was like, radio is so cool. I used to look at radio people like, you have such a cool job because you get to have a regular life, go home, you know what I mean? Like get the kids to practice or whatever, and you still get to very much be tapped into the music. And you have a very perfect, to me, like life of what it is to be like in the industry and stuff. Huh?
You think I'm perfect? Look, words of affirmations, I love it.
Hey, my life is perfect too. Just kidding.
No, you guys. No, you guys. That's such a Cancer man. Me too.
Don't forget.
But me, like, yeah, her, but then me. No, but yeah, you know, so I always thought it was really dope. So then, but at that time, podcasts didn't exist.
No.
You know? So it's like, and then I obviously watched Joe Rogan at the beginning of his pods. Like, I remember when he would get like 30,000 views on his things, you know? So to me, I've been watching him for a long time, and I was just like, that's dope. And it naturally happened during COVID because I couldn't tour, and that was the only way I made money, to be honest, for a long time. So I was like, dang, what can I do? And everybody was doing them corny like live stream shows. Sorry to anybody that did them, but like
live,
they
stuff
look
like that.
no, they would do the live stream like ¿cómo se llama? Like they would have concerts, and
artists.
and if you've ever been to my show, you know I need the crowd. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to just
Yeah.
like I'm like, dude, I feed off of this. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna look so corny on there doing that. I'm gonna be like, hands up, and it's like, what?
Bring the bandera.
Right. I'm like, catch me, and I'm trying to crowd surf. I'm just doing a cartwheel. So I was like, nah, man, like I need to do something else. So I started just doing those little live streams with a mic. And obviously my brother, he's my other half when it comes to all this. So he was just like, all right, one more camera. And then he's like, one more mic. And then he's like, let's get 2 mics. And then it slowly started building. And now we're here. And I do feel like when I podcast, I'm my happiest because, you know, I'm drinking, I'm talking.
Yeah.
I love to do that. Like I'm just comadreando, you know, pretty much. And so I love that. I podcast like I podcast. I TikTok like I TikTok. You know what I mean? I make music like I make music.
Yeah.
I like to be different people.
It's just all sides of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Just, you know, crazy a little bit, but it's ADHD for real in the best way possible where I could just.
You have to find something to do, but you can do all those things that you are trying to do.
And at the ranch, dude, like, you know, I mean, when you went, I don't think I gave you, did I give you a tour or no?
It was dark.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You guys went without me. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
He was so mad.
Me too.
He was butthurt.
Yeah.
We have a podcast, Brown Mike Podcast.
Pull up.
Vic and Duno. Me and Duno pulled up, but there's also this beef that's gone on.
It's because you made her hate. Yes. Yeah.
I made you hate. And what happened?
Yeah,
Did I ever make you hate Vic?
Is that what happened?
I think so.
Okay,
From
blame
what?
me, you cancers.
No.
But that-
I already forgot about it.
Music, and then you got mad that he said he never heard your music.
I didn't say that.
What'd you say?
I can't recall exactly.
I don't think I
Oh,
got mad about you not saying you never heard my music. I think when it comes to hip hop conversations, if somebody's gonna talk about who the best is, then you need to make sure that you listen to everyone that could potentially be in that bracket.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's more of a journalist thing. That's more of a make sure you listen to people before you
Yeah, it was like a West Coast list that you
don't
did.
include somebody. But it's not necessarily like you could also hear me and be like, honestly, Snow, I think you suck. That'll be fine. I'm
But
not gonna be
listen.
mad if you don't like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it's like give it a chance because if you know you that dude making lists,
Yeah.
then
No,
just
I definitely heard your music. I think I don't know whatever happened. I honestly forgot exactly
Yeah,
what.
but
You probably thought I
just
was a
forget to
bitch.
blame me.
No, I always thought you were cool. I've been looked up to you, but that happened or whatever, and I was just like, oh well, she doesn't like me, and I'm like, all right, I just gotta take it on the chin, you know. But
see,
we're cool now. We're cool.
Yeah, and even then, like even if somebody has something opposing to say or whatever,
Yeah.
like
You
I'm
welcome it.
cool with it. Like
Yeah.
and if anything, like I'm very open to whether it's like learning or fucking like growing from it or not or
Yeah.
dead ass being like, bro, let's have a debate then.
Yeah.
And if I
Exactly,
lose,
yeah.
then I lose. Like I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
To be honest, at the end of the day, this shit is fun.
You're having fun.
Is that a light or a TV?
It's
It's chrome.
you want
No, because
to
I'm looking.
say
Oh
something?
no, it looks good. I was
Yeah.
just like, that's dope. I want that. No, don't put it on me. Put it on
No,
you.
look at
fool.
yourself now. Look at yourself.
Stop. I don't want to. I start crying. Stop. I can't perceive myself.
No, let's talk about your son, because right now, how old is he?
13.
He's 13 years old. So he's in those teenage years, and I know you're parenting and you're co-parenting, and then you're also parenting with the family, and also like I understand like that trying to relationship, right?
Yeah.
But he's growing up, and he's known his whole life you're Snow the product, right?
Yeah.
But now he's who he is.
Yeah.
And I've seen it with the TikToks that you're like, we're not like, I have older kids and I'm not cool
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
You're not cool to him
Yeah. No. I'm
at
not.
all.
No.
But he's the
That's
coolest kid ever.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's
no,
just
he's.
capping.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sometimes when it comes down to a heart to heart, he will be like, no,
Yeah, he
like this is
understands
really
what
cool.
you've
done.
Yeah, but he likes joking like that. I like joking like that. In my heart, I'm a 13-year-old boy. Like, look, literally, no, straight up, dude. Like even ask her. That's how we became like so much cooler as friends because I'm like, dude, we're jumping on a fucking trampoline. We're going Easter egg hunting. Like I'm doing things
Escape
like
rooms.
escape rooms. I own like what's it called sumo suits. Like the real heavy duty like sumo suits. Like
fire.
I spent $2,500 on owning sumo suits because I'm not an adult. Like literally,
'Cause
I'm like,
there was other things you could have spent
Yes.
that were probably more responsible,
Yes.
but you wanted this.
yeah, I could have paid to be on all these playlists like everybody else does, but I'm like, no, I wanted sumo suits, and it's like because whenever I bust them out with somebody, like I know that I'm having a blast. Like I want those gut laughs for like
Right.
the rest of my life. I don't want to
Yes.
have these little like, ha ha ha, John, you're so silly. Like
Right.
no, bro. Like I want to laugh. Like really enjoy my time on Earth because I know like time is precious, life is precious.
Here you
This
go again,
industry.
Mom.
Hey, no, for real.
Si me muero hoy, ¿qué me
No,
haces?
no, don't call that on me. Don't call that on me. But I'm just saying, like, it really is. In this industry, like, people will be like, just record a bunch of music. We'll pick out of the best 50 songs. It's okay. Take 3 months of straight recording, and we'll figure it out. I'm like, that's 3 months of my time. I got a
Yeah.
kid. Like I
Yeah.
gotta, like
Yeah.
like we really gotta narrow this down and really perfect our craft and to the point where we can really drop this stuff. And at the end of the day, if you believe in energy and vibrations, like if the time is right, the time is right. If your
Yeah.
fans are right, if they want it and the time is right and the song was made in that exact moment, it's for a reason. Put that shit out. I have songs that I held on to for 3-4 years. You can still play them to this day and people wouldn't know the difference because some good music is timeless.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
why not drop it when you
Somebody
drop
told
it?
you not to drop it or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just be on my hippie stuff sometimes.
love it.
But you know,
Can I talk to you guys
Nice.
about what the conversation was before your guys' track? Because it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
It's getting over a breakup. It's
Yeah.
trying your best and moving on and all that stuff. What type of convo do you guys have that leads to that being like the theme of the record?
I think I was lit in the studio. I think she started recording and it was just hard. I trust her
your
talent.
voice is a vibe, baby
Oh,
girl.
thank you.
Her-
Yeah,
she's talented.
I just went in the booth and I just freestyled. Like normally how I write songs is I'll go in, I'll like do some like takes, just freestyling melodies, and sometimes I'll say lyrics. So I started off with like the trying to find my love lyric, and then obviously like as soon as you don't need me, then I give a fuck, right? So I think that's what like set the tone for the whole song.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Still said,
Right.
"Hold up, I got some shit to say."
Yep.
I got something to get off my
something to
chest.
say.
And then she's like,
I was
hey,
like-
I can relate to this. So then she just went off like.
I was like, dang. Even after I dropped them, like the verses or whatever, I was like, damn. Anyone who I've been like dealing with is gonna like be like, damn.
Yeah.
You could have just texted me that.
Could have been a text. Could have been a phone
You didn't
call.
need to write a 24.
Right. But at the same time, that's the place that I'm at right now. It's like I want
Yeah.
to be mad honest and I don't want to feel like I'm being held back by anything or anyone's opinion or anything, which is why I'm kind of enjoying my time single right now. It's like
Right.
finally I could, if I want to write a love song, I can, and I don't
Right.
have to have somebody be like, who's that about? Cause that's not me, cause I didn't do this.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
nah, like I could
Oh,
just
hell no.
write, make
Oh,
music,
yeah.
create. I'm free,
So
dude.
you're
I'm a little
100%
bird.
independent.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a little bird,
You don't
dude.
need no clearances.
No, no more.
You
You
know,
know.
I feel like that's the life you're living, but I also know Snow to be like, eso quieres. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Deep down,
You're-
like don't
okay,
make me
we're
cry.
cancers, we're cancers.
Yeah.
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 We're
If
on
you
the
bring it
same
up a
way.
little too much right now, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
I'm the
but you
same
really
way.
want love. I'll be like, I do. I wanna.
Literally.
I'm like, I wanna be held.
Yeah.
Wow, he was saying the same thing earlier.
Literally.
Really?
Same exact thing. Yeah.
I know. Because we have this soft little like crab meat inside, and it's so
Yes.
delicious
We're crabs,
with butter.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, people don't
But-
Oh,
understand.
soft little
Crab
crab
meat?
meat. 'Cause
Yes.
you're
On the
cancers.
inside, but
Yeah.
outside, it's tough.
You guys are like when Tom Hanks was in Castaway and then he opens the crab and it's all goo. Did you guys ever see that?
Oh my god!
Watch
Don't-
that.
I was
You guys
just
are
talking
gooey
about little.
inside. We've asked artists before if they on purpose get into heartbreak, and that sounds like a stupid question. Like, who on purpose does it? But when you're in heartbreak, and you're like,
No,
That
no.
doesn't motivate you?
No, I can't process. I can't write until I've processed it because it'll just sound like a venting session and it won't be relatable. Like people will be like, what the like
it
this
gets
girl sounded
too
Yeah.
she's doing
specific.
too
Yeah.
specific. So I gotta process it. Like I can't write love songs when I'm in a relationship. Like it's
Oh,
weird.
wow.
So it's like right now I'm writing
Perfect time.
everything because
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm no longer in heartbreak and I'm no longer in a relationship and I am in like I've been in situationships and stuff like that and like things where there's an understanding, so I feel safe and like secure at least in like where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
So I think this is the best time to write. But I've had people that are toxic from my past be like, "Oh, you only want to go through this because you want to write sad
Yeah.
songs." And I'm
Oh.
like, that is so crazy that you would see me that way,
Right.
which goes to show you don't know me that
Yeah.
well.
Mm.
And like you should know me after all this
Yeah.
time, so let's just
and also, I'm gonna make it count for something.
Right.
If
That's
it
all you
doesn't
got.
work, you know?
Exactly.
That's all you
It's
got.
Inspiration now. That's
bro,
all
if you go
are
through
now.
heartbreak, that's all you guys to talk about it. Because what the like other than that, what I got like I'm scared and traumatized,
Yeah.
not missing some hair. Like damn, I'm dead. I'm joking.
You too? Oh yeah, it's my thyroid.
Right.
Hold on. Have you ever thought? Because I look at just what brands have become and artists have become. Like you look at a Rihanna who created Fenty, and just off of just her makeup alone, billionaire, right?
Yeah.
And you're a queen of like finding other ways to like other forms of income and all of that, right? But your look is so your look. Have you ever thought of like a Snow product eyeliner or a Snow product hair dye or anything that like I legit feel like dog like I would buy that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean I've thought about it, but I guess I just haven't gotten there because I was so busy.
You're not trying to be a billionaire? What's up?
I am. Like, help me, like, please.
Legit, your makeup
Please
is
help
always
me.
vibes.
Yeah. Well, you probably got more connections and all that than I do.
We'll do
Like,
it.
I'm just hanging out at the ranch.
We all gotta have a day at the ranch.
Wait, what?
What animals do you have at the ranch right now besides yourself, cabrona?
Huh?
What
I'm
animals
a
are
wild
at the
animal.
ranch right now?
I have 13 chickens. I have 5 goats. I have 4 dogs. I have me. Wow. I got the dog in me.
Which one's your favorite? Like, are they pets or they're like?
They're
is
pets.
it a pet?
I mean, I eat the chickens' eggs.
Yeah.
I don't eat the chickens themselves.
No.
But yeah, I eat
What
the
if-
chickens' eggs.
What if they like pass from natural causes?
Well, a coyote got one of my goats while I was on tour.
Oh.
Yeah, which is why my mom doesn't take care of the ranch anymore. Because also, one of the dogs got a couple chickens. When I was on tour, my mom was watching it. So now my tia watches the ranch. Because I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
She wasn't
Like,
really
what-
watching it.
yeah, I don't know what my mom was doing. I'm like, and then she was like, I'm traumatized from the animals dying. So I had to send her extra money for her trauma. And I'm just like, now I got to send you extra. I'm like, extra money and you're like, my animals aren't even being watched. I'm like, you know what, Ma, stay home. So she's in Mexico and I'm like, I'd rather give you the money than have you working
Do
for
you
me.
go back to Mexico?
Yeah,
Yeah.
here, yeah. I mean, to work.
Yeah.
I don't go to where my mom's at.
What
Oh, okay.
What's been your favorite spot in Mexico? Because I know it could be beautiful, but it could be tough out there. You know. And like we can't escape the fact, like the community you represent. I know just naturally being who you are, you're gonna have to fight a lot of stigma. You're gonna have to fight a lot of opinions.
Yeah,
And sometimes when it comes to our guys, it's the worst.
yeah.
How
I
is
will
it?
say I think it's tougher for me with Mexican American guys than it is
Than
with
with
Mexican
Really?
guys. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Mexican American men in the US you know, a lot of times come from all that, and I think even all Mexican Americans, but I'm saying like sometimes we don't know necessarily how to deal with that energy, so sometimes it could come off a little wrong. Like as
Right.
we grow, we figure it
Yeah.
out. I'm sure I've had my toxic ways too, and like as we grow, we're like, oh, okay, I was fucking up there. I just the meeting I had yesterday was with this dude that like I worked with many years ago, and there was a lot of little hate in the little like local community, like the little rappers, like everybody coming up, like everybody just looked at me like, you know, a certain way, and he's like,
Right.
dude, like as I've grown up, I realized why you were doing what you were
I've
doing.
checked myself too.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
you were special. He's like, we just didn't know how
what
to.
do.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Damn.
sometimes that's the case,
But
but
that must be frustrating being you having to wait for other people to figure out that it's like, duh, you got
Yeah,
it.
you were like right
You know
all
what I'm saying?
along.
yeah, it's sad. It makes me cry sometimes, like to think like being ahead of your time is like the saddest
So
thing ever,
sad.
because it's like I know that I won't like be, not to be a mom, but I'm just saying I
Otra
won't be
vez.
appreciated.
Till she's gone.
Some of us are like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm triggered.
You
Yeah.
you've been in
Yeah.
the room with people that you know deserve more, and
Yeah.
they don't get it, and they won't get it until they do. And
Afterwards.
to me, I've made songs like that. I've been like talking about how my son, like I'm like, if I have to go to be a legend or to be respected, like I'm cool with not being one ever. Like I've understood that, like as long as I'm here, I'm not gonna get the flowers, and that's fine.
That's
like,
fine because
I-
you want to be here.
I want to be here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me to get flowers from anybody else. I need to be here for my son. I need to be, you know, I wanted to have another kid or something. So I'm like, I want to still be around and F that, dude. I'm making a good living. I talk to some people that are on major labels, and I'm like, they come to my house and they're like, what? I'm like, let's talk, because
Right.
you need to know every way you can make money. You know what I mean? And
right.
and they're playing people out here, and they're taking advantage of how hungry young people are, and it just sucks, you know. And that a lot of us that become artists, we got our own traumas and we got our own emotional, you know, issues, to where like we do look for that acceptance in everybody. We
Yeah.
want to be accepted
wanna
so
be
bad.
accepted.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, man, you want to get your money and you want to buy yourself your own house so that you can accept yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like they like you more in Mexico. Like you don't have as big of a problem because you can speak good Spanish. Your Spanish is so good, dog. Like
Yeah.
even when you rap, and I'm like, I could never. Like
I'm dead.
we're for sure Yo Sabo. Do you judge us?
No,
It's
my
okay to
kids are
judge
yo
us.
sabo. Like I've had
Oh, yeah.
other moms judge me because I didn't teach my kids Spanish. So now I'm like in a hurry, you know. So I
Right.
very much
But
understand.
your Spanish is so good. Your Spanish is so good. You could rap in Spanish.
Yeah.
That was my first language.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
And, like,
it was
both-
ours too.
And both my
But we
parents
lost
live in
it.
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a necessity, you know. My brother's Spanish is a little worse than mine, but his pronunciation is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just think
Has he ever tripped up on a certain word and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it?
He doesn't speak Spanish to me.
At all?
He literally no.
He never said embarazado instead of embarrassed?
I'm dead. He'll say it as a joke because
Yeah.
he's funny as fuck, but, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't want to talk all like emotional and stuff.
Let's get emotional. That's my favorite Snow.
I know you look like. Are you gonna cry right now?
I'm down.
Right.
I could cry.
No, I'm doing-
You know, people are like, I could eat. I
I'm
could
dead.
cry. Down.
Right. We can all go for a cry. No, but I've been through a lot in this industry,
Yeah.
and I think the most important thing is, now I'm like, I feel like I could teach people like what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's like when I met with her and I heard her story was from a completely different angle, dude. Like going and being so famous so quick and so known by very many like big industry people that I'll never meet.
Right.
She's partied with people that I'll never be in the same room with. but to go all that and then to still both of us somehow cross paths and be in the same spot
Right.
goes to show you I wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. You can take any path in this industry. And at the end of the day, bro, what's really going to matter is the core. What's really going to matter is the talent. You know, she's got a voice. She can sing. She can do everything she can. She can write. I can rap. I can do a little bit of my little singy thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, bro, what matters is the fans, the talent, the core, and being a good person because you'll eventually gravitate towards the right people and you'll align with the people you need to. And that's it.
Yeah, and that's dope that you're
And
not letting, like,
Period.
in a way, like, what's been done to you, you're not, like, being like, well, if that happens to anyone else, then F it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're not kind of allowing that cycle to continue as much as you can control, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you meet somebody like her, and instead of going the opposite way, like, oh, suffer like I did or whatever, you
Yeah.
can just be like, no, actually, let me help you. Like, let me
Yeah.
tell you,
Let me give you
you know,
game.
let me give you some game.
Yeah.
Let's do this together. Or,
Yeah.
you know, things like that. Like, that's
Yeah.
that's really admirable.
Yeah, Snow is one of the realest people that I've met.
Oh,
In
y'all want to make me cry.
Yeah.
in this industry,
It's
like
our 24-hour challenge.
I've met a lot of people who maybe act like they want to give you help, or you know they have a lot of knowledge, but they kind of just like treat you like they just kind of look the other way. They're like, yeah, like you said, like oh she'll figure it out, or like sometimes they even put you in the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's been really amazing to me, and like she's very real. Like she's not fake at all, and.
Oh.
You know, that's
Thank
hard
you.
to come by in this industry for sure. So
Thank you. And she got a great vibe though. Like honestly,
Yeah,
I'm not like I don't want this to seem like fake or forced or anything. Like
Yeah.
real like I like the other day, you know, she shows up and we're like, all right, let's make some content to promote the song or whatever. And I wasn't in my best. Like honestly, I had just gotten it was just not good. And I feel like she waited around long enough and like she was like, all right, what do you want to do? And like we just like had fun until I got in a good mood and then we ate mad almonds and I guess that gave me like energy or something.
Yeah.
I've recently found out almonds are like a superpower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we just sat there eating mad almonds and just like chilling, and then I was in a better mood and I was like, all right, let's do it now. And so it's like understanding that we're human beings, dude. Like understanding that like, you know, we have good, we
Can't
have
just
bad,
go
we
hand
have
in hand, yeah.
Giving each other patience.
Yeah.
That's important for anybody.
and that's teaching me
Yeah.
because she's still so like excited and like hungry, and she's
Yeah.
like young enough to where like she's still got a whole chapter in her stuff, and it's like that's invigorating for me because I'm like that's dope to watch. Like I hope that she keeps on going and takes it to a certain, and we all got our own paths. So to me, I'm like this sense that like women have to compete is so
Or
weird.
be anti each other. You're definitely supportive of each other. I've never seen you not be supportive to another girl in music, to another girl doing anything. Like,
Yeah.
if you see a girl that's a freaking cartoonist, you're gonna support them. So I do
and
think
spread
that
the
there's
word
that.
because there's a lot of men in this industry that have tried to make it seem like I am the like the king, the Bowser or whatever.
Oh my God.
What's the dude
Yeah.
like or yeah the
Yeah.
like I was having that meeting yesterday because there's like younger female rappers that are coming up and like people will just be like, you know, like Snow, like, you know, that's we gotta compete, and it's like no, that's whoever's behind some of these artists tries to act like that because they're like,
yeah.
oh, this is the market share, like you gotta
There
take.
can't be two or
Bro,
the three. Or,
everybody got, bro.
Never gay.
I'm gay. I'm Latina, I'm bilingual. Like you said, I rap in Spanish. Like I go over there and I do that. I come over here, I do this. I podcast. I make stupid content. I be looking like crap sometimes on TikTok with my chickens and my goats with my kid. I don't care.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to live a I want to live a soft life. You know what I mean? I just got hard
Your
bars.
soft girl era?
I've been.
I love it. You have been.
I've been.
Gooey inside, boom, like a crab.
Like crab.
Like crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody said gooey, dude. You keep saying
Watch Castaway. It's gooey inside.
Maybe
it
wasn't
is,
crab.
but you don't have to say it on the radio.
Thank you, Snow the Product, for coming in here. Thank you, Zombie, for coming in here. 24-hour challenge. Power 106 Brown Bag Mornings.
Yeah.
Thank you.